What's up guys, welcome back to another episode on Sunkus SRT. This video was supposed to be me going to Miami and getting downloaded, but I canceled it because I ordered this. So this is a sheet metal JMF intake manifold. Sure, most of you all know, but the ones who didn't, it is a JMF, which is JM Fabrications. This is a new revision, which features a CNC runners here, and also the flange, and also has O-rings. So no more need for a gasket, which is pretty sweet. I can always go on their site and order O-rings if needed in the future. So this would be good. I put the map sensor mount there, and I'm going to use a couple of these for the boost source. I already took the intake manifold off because I sold it. So it is sold, it's actually heading out to Maryland, so you should get it in a couple of days. But that manifold is sold, it was ported. So let's start by installing the JMF. I have to do a couple of things to put the JMF on. I have to shorten the upper radiator hose by 2 inches, cut it off 2 inches. Then have to bend this bracket in a little bit, so I'll V it out, and then take off this fitting off the thermostat housing and put in a brass fitting that they supply. Other than that, that's all I gotta do for the install. And of course, I ordered the Speed Factory nuts and studs. So, of course, I'll be putting those in the front as well, like I did in the back for the turbo. So I had to do it again for the front, the titanium nuts and studs. So let's go put this thing on. Alright, so I already put on the Speed Factory studs. I put the harness down here, so I'll loop the injector clips over the runner and then clip them to the injectors. Put the brass fitting on, and then the hose they gave in 2 clamps. But I messed up the threads in here, so I had to get a tap and die set, and Harbor Freight had the tap and die. So I tapped it, gotta bend this more. Looks like crap, but get the picture. Bend this some more. That's done. Then mounted the map sensor. Put the barb fitting for the hose for the booster. Let's keep it going. The JMF is officially married to the cylinder head. The old dipstick tube clears. It's all bent. Then it clears the intake manifold. It was pretty. Speed Factory nuts. Matches the CNC perfect with the raw finish. Ran the harness injector clips over. Throttle body is mounted. And I also cut the radiator hose to shorten it so it doesn't rub against the manifold. Now it's literally just hugging. I don't think it'll rub, but I cut it this much off. So I just gotta put the clamp there. Tighten the clamp. And then I'm waiting for the cold side pipe from JMB. Hopefully it clears my catch can. So I take the catch can off. I'll put it on the cold side. And then go from there. So I gotta adjust. But other than that, the manifold is married to the head. So now I'm just waiting for the cold side pipe to come in. Then I get fixed. Well guys, it is a couple days later. I did receive the parts from JMB, the cold side pipe and the fuel rail. I was having some issues with the rail, being how it's side fed. There's a rail right here. Being how it's side fed, any fitting I would kind of get would hit the thermostat housing. And before I used to have Real Tunes rail, which is similar, and I had pretty much 3 gaskets on the thermostat housing to space it out for the fitting to clear the housing. So I put the JMF intake on I took the 2 gaskets off and just ran 1. So I took the rail off, the JMB rail off. I got fed up with those fittings, buying fittings. I actually bought one that came today, and I didn't even look at it. And my buddy Asif let me borrow his Boomba rail. Never thought I'd have a Boomba rail in my car because I don't like really the way it look, but I guess it's function over form. So my buddy Asif, thanks for letting me borrow your rail. Let me borrow the fuel rail, and everything fit perfect. Since the feed line's on top, I have no problem with the sides. The regulator fit right on the rail, and then the spacers that JMF provides are the perfect size spacer that JMF provided, and it fit perfectly with the JMB rail. How to use that spacer plus extra washers for the gap, but with the Boomba, that spacer fit perfectly. Everything was way easier with this Boomba, so I might just buy a Boomba fuel rail. But now I'm ready to hear this car start. The JMF install is officially finished. I do have to get the pipe tweaked a little bit, get it a little bit extended, so I'm gonna have my boy Smurf do some fabrication for me, and he's also gonna remount the catch can over here, since the JMF pipe now hits the catch can was originally mounted. So now he's gonna just do the amount for me for the catch can, adjust the pipe, the cold side pipe, and then it should be good. But other than that, the install is officially finished. Coolant is in it. I just gotta key on a couple times, get some gas through it. I'm ready to start this thing up. It has been a while with this intake install. Too longer than expected. I'm ready to start this car, and this Sunday is also Cars and Coffee, so I could probably drive this car to Cars and Coffee. So I'm going to key on a couple times, give it a couple, check for a prime for a fuel, make sure I have no fuel leaks, and then gonna make some noise. Guys, I'm ending this video here. That was definitely a fun install. A lot of tweaking, a lot of testing. Definitely worth it at the end. There's a couple times I wanted to lake the damn car, but nothing I couldn't handle. Everything seems good now. No coolant leaks, no fuel leak. The Boomba rail worked good. So I'm probably going to sell the JMB fuel rail. So all that's left is to get the cold sided pipe modified a little bit. Get the catch can mounted, And then that's it. Well, than that, the JMF is on the cylinder head. Everything is bolted on. Everything is good. Definitely a fun time. Definitely not an overnight project. But it is completed. So I'll catch you on the next one where I'm at the dyno. Peace.